Hi, my name is Vidur Narayan, and welcome to my final project about gratitude. As defined by psychologists Chevins and Feldman, gratitude is the tendency to easily experience appreciation, be aware of life's abundance, and acknowledge the good in one's life across a broad range of circumstances. Now, that might seem a bit convoluted for just a simple definition, so here's another one according to me. Gratitude is noticing and acknowledging the good things happening in your life, no matter what's going on. Now, that definition exemplifies gratitude as a trait, as if you're describing someone as an overall grateful person. That characterization is something that I and many others would like to attach to themselves, and is one reason that gratitude is a great thing to practice. There are a couple of different models around gratitude that psychologists have theorized of what gratitude can do. The first one is the cognitive model, which essentially has gratitude as a way to increase your awareness of the good things in your life. It's shown here. As you can see here, gratitude could lead to things like positive attentional bias and positive interpretation bias, which then can lead to increased physical health and increased psychological subjective well-being. The other model is the psychosocial model, which says that gratitude involves recognizing the role that others have in doing the good things in your life. This leads to feeling supported and helping others. It's shown here. And as you can see, gratitude leads to increased social support, which leads to increased relationship quality, which again leads to increased physical health and increased psychological subjective well-being. There are a couple misconceptions surrounding gratitude and showing it. For many, they decide not to express gratitude to others because they underestimate how meaningful it would be to the recipient. They chalk it up to just saying, hey, they already know I appreciate them, and decide not to say anything because of that. This isn't true. Expressing gratitude to others can strengthen the relationship between you guys and can enhance empathy and compassion between you guys as well. Simply put, not much other than good can come from expressing that gratitude. So next time you bite your tongue before saying, I appreciate this or that to someone, try it out and see how it goes. Another misconception about expressing gratitude to others is that it would be awkward to express that gratitude to someone, especially someone close to you, like a good friend or a family member. People believe that this will make others think that they are a soft or sensitive person. This is also untrue. If you flip that thought around and start thinking that expressing gratitude is a strength and you'll express it with confidence and sincerity, no one, especially the people close to you, will think less of you at all. In fact, it would probably be the opposite. Finally, and this misconception is one that's especially important to me, is that people from or influenced by Eastern cultures can feel negative emotions when expressing or receiving gratitude. That the expectation is that expressing or receiving it is a bad thing and could lead to negative emotions rather than positive ones. Both of my parents are from India and came to the United States only in their mid-20s. This makes me a first-generation kid in the United States, and I've definitely seen that this is actually true to an extent, but more than an intrinsic belief, it's a societal belief that people accept. I've seen multiple occasions where my family argued about something. Funny enough, it's usually some form of gratitude or appreciation for each other that could actually end the argument, whether they know it or not. Many of these disagreements include phrases like, after all these things I've done for you, or after all we've done, why would you do this? Something like that. If people influenced by these cultures express gratitude when they could, many of these phrases may not be there, and these conflicts could be resolved faster, and nothing would be too big of a deal, because that gratitude could increase the relationship between the two. Overall, when in doubt, it won't hurt to express gratitude when you can, so I highly recommend doing it. To get to some of the benefits of gratitude. There are various benefits to expressing gratitude, both intrinsic and extrinsic. I've said some of them already, but these are some other benefits of practicing gratitude. 1, you'll have more positive emotions, you'll have better subjective health to yourself, lower loneliness, fewer depression symptoms, lower perceived stress, and better self-esteem. All of these things are great benefits of practicing gratitude. These are some of the benefits of why gratitude relate to achieving optimal human functioning and potential, which is the overarching goal of positive psychology as a whole. But there are some other reasons as well that are a little bit bigger idea. One is, with gratitude, you get more of a sense of personal growth. There's more optimism in your mindset, which will make you just a happier person in general. And the physical health aspect we talked about as well in the different models. This is because when you express gratitude, you're shown to have better sleep, reduce stress, and a stronger immune system. Overall, effects of gratitude practices on our well-being are significant, but they're also short-lived. Though, if you practice gratitude often, these short-lived effects will compound throughout the day, week, and etc., and so on and so forth, so constant gratitude practices can be seen as long-term benefits. Now you may be asking yourself, that's great, I want to start practicing gratitude, I can see the benefits, but how do I start doing it? There are some ways to start practicing gratitude and applying it to your own life. One of these interventions is called the 3 Good Things intervention. And what you do is you write down 3 things that you appreciate or are grateful for every day. It could be something as small as admiring a tree during the fall and writing that down, or something as big as a friend doing you a really, really big favor and you being grateful towards them. The most important thing is that you commit to doing it and you do it fully with an open mind. This is shown to increase overall happiness after 1, 3, and 6 months of continuing this activity. Another intervention is the gratitude jar. This is where every day, whenever you feel grateful, you write something down you're thankful for on a piece of paper and put it in a jar. Over time, this jar is going to fill up with these notes of gratitude, which will, 1, serve as a visual reminder of all of the good things in your life, especially when you're having a bad day or something like that. And 2, if you're having a bad day or in a bad mood, it'll be something where you can take it from the jar and realize something specific that's good that's happened in your life. And finally, this is a little bit bigger, but is writing a gratitude letter to someone. And it's exactly as it sounds. You write a letter of gratitude, everything you're thankful for about that person, and you either give it to them to read or you let them read it themselves. I actually did this over break with my mom. Before break, I wrote down everything I was grateful for her for and gave it to her right when I got home from Thanksgiving break. She had tears coming down her face. She really, really appreciated it, gave me a huge hug, said thank you multiple times, and I could see that there were benefits on both sides. I felt great doing it. Obviously, she felt great, and there was because of that, a better connection between us. This also goes back to the Eastern cultures and appreciating gratitude. My mom was from India, grew up in India, and really appreciated that gesture. So all 3 of these interventions are great ideas if you're trying to start practicing gratitude. But overall, just looking at different things and appreciating different things and just saying thank you or I appreciate it or I'm grateful that you did this, those are all great ways to start practicing gratitude. And I recommend that you start doing it today.